Live from WJR's 2014 Women Who Lead Honoree Ceremony, this is the Paul W. Smith Show on News Talk 760 WJR. This morning's special broadcast is sponsored by Dakota Rush Trucking, DST Industries, PNC Bank, Ahee Jewelers, Tamara Spa, and ITC. Now, from the Cranbrook Institute of Science, here's Paul W. Smith.
Thank you so much. It is 10 minutes after 7. We're underway here at News Talk 760 WJR, the great voice of the Great Lakes and the great voice of Women Who Lead, our 2014 Women Who Lead honorary ceremony, our fourth gathering for this event. I can't believe how quickly it's gone by. On this Friday, September 12th, the 255th day of 2014, with 110 days left in the year. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. And what a gift we have with Tamara Friedman, owner of Tamara Spa and Wellness in Farmington Hills. You've heard us talk about her on the air here a number of times in the past. She's been in the spa and wellness business, the president and CEO of Tamara Spa and Wellness, located in Farmington Hills. Now, is that about 34 years?
35 years.
35 years now. And thank you for your support in the Women Who Lead program. As I understand, you're giving each winner a certificate to the spa.
Yes, I think it's very deserving because those women probably need a relaxation, pampering, and rejuvenation.
And I know you have, because you've set something up for Kim and I, as some kind of you have like a day of beauty that you feature?
Basically, it's you're going to get away from everyday stress and you'll come to relax. We have all the facility for you. You're going to feel like you're on vacation.
Isn't that wonderful? And what a wonderful accomplishment. Speaking of Women Who Lead, coming to our country in 1975 with $200 in your pocket, knowing very little English. Tamara and her husband Eugene, their twin 4-year-old girls, emigrated from Russia to the United States. And this passion and determination led her to settle down at Tamara Spa in a world-class 10,000 square foot spa and wellness facility, 30 treatment rooms, 42 team members, world-renowned establishment that you've built for yourself. You should be very proud.
I am.
In fact, it's the #1 spa and wellness facility in Michigan. And as we had mentioned, providing these 12 women who lead with something very, very special for this day. What advice would you give to young women who might find themselves not in, obviously, the same circumstances that you did 35 years ago, but having a dream and facing the challenges?
Hard work always pays off. You know, people think that it's luck, but luck comes with it. But when we came from Russia, we really worked very hard. And this is one of the best countries, really, to be in order to build and establish yourself. Like I told my girls yesterday, nobody got wealthy from being 40 hours a week, you know. You always work overtime. You always do your best. You always put your first, hard work pays off.
It does. You'd use the term work and hard work and luck, and I've said it 100 times, but my grandpa Harry, God rest his soul, lived to be 100, and he used to say, the harder I work, the luckier I get. And it really happens to be true. A lot of hard work goes into getting that good luck. Well, I'm glad things are going well for you over there at your spa. And I know a lot of people know you there in Farmington Hills, and a lot more people know you today from us talking to you on the radio, and I hope they'll come by and see you.
I am very honored to be invited into really represent the women and give these wonderful days of pampering to the 12 honorees. It's really our pleasure.
Well, it is our honor to see you, to have you here, and a pleasure for us to have you involved in such a big way. And what's the exact location for your spa?
We are located in Farmington Hills. It's a Northwestern Highway between Middle Belt and 14 Mile Road.
Between Middle Belt and 14 Mile Road, Northwestern Highway.
Yes.
Well, I know that Kim and I are coming. Thank you for offering. It's Tamara Spa and Wellness there in Farmington Hills now for 35 years. Tamara, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Brenda Lewo is the CEO of DST Industries, a full-service Tier 1 automotive supplier that offers an entire portfolio of services to suit large OEMs, individual auto enthusiasts, the photo and film production industries, and more. For our purposes, the most important thing about Brenda Lewo is she's been a fabulous major sponsor from the very beginning of Women Who Lead here on WJR. Thank you for that, Brenda.
Well, wow, that was a great introduction, but you forgot one other thing. I just started BLT Logistics.
No, I was working toward that. You got to build into these things, Brenda. Okay,
that's right. Thank you for having me, Paul.
Yeah, blah,
Thank
blah,
you for
blah,
having
blah,
me.
blah, blah, blah. Okay,
blah,
fine.
blah, blah.
Let's get right to BLT Logistics, this new company that you just started, a startup.
Yeah, it's a startup, and, it's real early in its infancy, and, we're getting together all of our light assets, our website. I kind of like our website name and our phone number, 844-BLT-SHIP, BLTShip.com and BLTShip.net. I mean, can't get any luckier than that.
Works really well when you're talking logistics, and that's a hot area.
You know what? It really is, and it's a great area for women to be in. And so being that I have the experience with DST, my partners came to me. And I thought, well, what the heck?
Don Snell, your chief operating officer, she needed, a little something more to do, I guess, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's a good program. I mean, DST today is again being successful. We're continuing to support the OEMs with different marketing and product development features, and just another avenue that Brenda could go down, and has some experience with the transportation piece on behalf of DST, to then take into LTL cartage and freight deliveries versus what we do at DST. So it's a good program.
Now, BLT Logistics, look out for that. You can find them everywhere, as she told us so well. And with DST Industries, the full-service Tier 1 automotive supplier, with business back the way it is, that business, your business, has got to be booming as well.
You know what? It's really booming. And, I think in Detroit, myself versus a lot of other people in the community, we all want to give back now. It's about time we all give back. And so, on behalf of my late husband, Joe Lewo, I said to myself, well, what would I like to do? And it was the 50th anniversary of the Ford Fairlane Thunderbolt. And I thought, well, you know what? Let's build a replica of the 50-year edition of the Ford Thunderbolt, and that's what we did. And here, Don, go ahead and tell me about the rest.
We've actually built a tribute car on behalf of the very first car that was built at DST 50 years ago. It simulates that car, and it's done, it's completed, and we've been now showing it around. We're going to be at SEMA, and then next year, Brenda's actually going to auction it off, or have it auctioned off at the Barrett-Jackson in Palm Beach, Florida. And all the benefits raised from that will go to the JDRF function for juvenile diabetes. That's a Ford in the family. Albert Ford, his youngest son, has type 1 diabetes.
Absolutely.
So Brenda just thought it would be a great idea to support that. Yeah. And any type of revenues generated by the car and donated to that, hopefully will bring some type of cure for tier 1 type 1 diabetes.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if that would be the case?
Absolutely. And, I'm really excited because, the Ford family has stuck by me for the past 8 years, Paul, and they've supported me and our 172 employees. And, I just feel really blessed and honored and lucky to be sitting in front of you. And, you always talking up DST and, always showing us love, along with Etzel Ford and the whole family, Bill
Excellent.
Ford.
And I just saw Cynthia running. She's a running maniac. She is out there always running. And then, of course, you mentioned Bill Ford and Lisa, and apparently, I wasn't aware of this, but the whole Ford family standing by you for the 8 years and rough times that you went through.
Absolutely.
But you have led yourself right out of these problems. So you're certainly one of the women who lead, besides being one of our major sponsors. I want to congratulate you again. Brenda Lewo, DST Industries, CEO, also BLT Logistics, the brand new startup company, and a major Women Who Lead sponsor. Don Snell, Chief Operating Officer of DST Industries, thank you as well for being here.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
You look awesome.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a great day.
What a pleasure it is as we continue here at WJR's 2014 Women Who Lead honorary ceremony to talk a little bit about one of the recipients who could not be with us. The only one, I think, that could not be with us. She's got a good excuse. She's in India. She being Mary Barra. And Mary Barra, the other day, in conversation and in an interview, talked about the focus on improving quality, making sure that quality is standard across the country for each of the markets that we participate in. Quoting Mary again, I can tell you that earlier this year, Alicia Boulder-Davis, who is our Vice President for Quality and Customer Service, visited the plants and did a product assessment and assessed the active work that was kicked off at the time, and some even prior to that, to dramatically improve the quality of our vehicles. End of quote. Mary Barra talking about you, Alicia.
Good morning, Paul W.
Good morning.
Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for being here and standing in for Mary, who is in India, which is a hot spot. I just saw on the cover of my, I can't remember if it was Automotive News Europe, or whatever, but India is a true hotspot for automotive.
It absolutely is. And as you mentioned, Mary's traveling there, and she was honored by the award. Coming from WJR, and she asked if I could attend this morning on her behalf. So, glad to be here.
We're glad you're here, too. Mm-hmm. You have the passion like Mary does, passion about creating world-class products and brands that inspire further passion and loyalty.
Absolutely. Mary is extremely passionate about building world-class products and making sure that we build customers for life, and that we give the customers a reason to come back, not just one time, but over and over again. She's also been challenging the organization to lead in the technology and innovation space, and we intend to do just that. With
the integrity that we would expect, addressing the challenges head-on, building relationships, faith, family, friends, all matter.
Absolutely.
And she wants that to be in the DNA of General Motors.
Absolutely. Mary is very, very passionate about coming to work, giving 100%, leading with integrity, facing challenges and not hiding from them. And she's all about her family, her faith, her friends, and she expects us to do that as well. And she leads by example, so it's very easy for us at General Motors to do.
I bet it is. Alicia Boulder-Davis with us, General Motors Senior Vice President, Global Quality, Customer Experience, and also working in the community. That's all close to Mary's heart and to yours as well, and all the employees now, starting right here in Detroit, your headquarters city.
Absolutely. We have a number of things that we're active in. We have over 3,000 GM employees that are partnering with the Cody High School in the Life Remodel program, where we've rebuilt over 16 houses. We're a great partner for United Way, Paul W., with contributing over $27 million to support 7 local metro Detroit high schools. And then, as you know, Habitat for Humanity is also another charity that we actively support, including Morningside Commons. And then General Motors leaders actively support a number of charities such as Carmanos, as well as the Center for Creative Studies. So serving and supporting the communities that we do business in is very, very important to Mary and all of us on her team.
I think you've done such a good job standing in for Mary Barra today that the next board meeting, Alicia, they're going to ask you to sit in for Mary, because she's off to another country doing work. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me this morning.
And congratulations to our friend Mary Barra as one of the 2014 Women Who Lead from WJR, and Alicia Boulder-Davis doing a nice job sitting in for her while Mary is in India. It's our 4th annual event, matter of fact, this WJR 2014 Women Who Lead honorary ceremony. This year we're at Cranbrook Institute of Science on Woodward Avenue in Bloomfield Hills, and also the site of a fabulous Women of Vision National Geographic Photographers on Assignment that is opening up this Sunday here at the Institute, and sponsored by PNC Bank, and doing a nice job. So it's a nice tie-in here as we continue to meet the Women Who Lead of 2014, and it is a pleasure and a privilege to welcome our next honoree. She is wife and mother of 3, involved in several important charities in the state with a mission to protect children. She's got Ellie's Place in Ann Arbor. I can't start naming all of the different places. She was, in fact, joining healthcare professionals earlier this week and urging parents to vaccinate their children for back to school. She is Michigan's First Lady, Sue Snyder.
Well, thank you, Paul, and good morning, everyone. What an honor it is to be here and be recognized with all these fabulous women.
It is a wonderful honor, and congratulations to you. I'm glad that with everything that's going on, that you could take some time to be here to receive this award, a pretty doggone nice-looking Baccarat Crystal Award.
It's gorgeous.
Our friends at Ahee Jewelers put that together. Has your name on it and the WJR. What's that? What? There's a call? Now? I'm in the middle of the talking to the first...
Are you serious?
There's a caller. I don't know. Let's just... hi, welcome to the Paul W. Smith Show, WJR.
Good morning.
Wait, that voice.
Oh, hi, honey.
I know that voice from that Michigan's Road to Recovery commercial that's all over my television set.
Is that you?
Thanks for letting me crash the line. I just want to call and say congratulations to my lovely wife and all those wonderful honorees. It's great.
You know, when she said, hi, honey, I was hoping it was Governor Rick Snyder, just because I just didn't want a scandal here.
No. Happy to be with you. It's a great thing you're doing at WJR, recognizing these wonderful women, and I'm really proud to choose one of them. That's awesome.
Well, she deserves it, as you certainly well know, as her biggest fan and supporter. Whenever we talk to the governor, if we're in person someplace, he says, and by the way, you know, Sue is working on this or whatever, and we try to help in any way that we can, Michigan's First Lady, Sue Snyder, and she has earned this on her own with all of the things that she has been involved with. And I'll let you go. I appreciate you taking time to call in, but I know you don't want to horn in on all of her time.
No, she deserves this recognition for her great accomplishments. So I'm going to sign off while I'm still ahead.
By the way, that is a very good commercial, and I'll tell you why I like it so much. If people want to criticize me for picking one commercial over another, your commercial is one of the few I've seen. I think it's the Michigan's Road to Recovery one, and there might be others, but you don't criticize anybody. You don't call any opponents' names or put them down. You just talk about what you've done and what you want to continue to do. So I salute you for that.
Well, thanks, Paul W. That's relentless positive action, and I'll let you get back to relentless positive radio.
God bless you, Governor. Thank you. Thank you so much, Governor Rick Snyder. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I know he is busy and all over the place today as well. I happened to see his schedule earlier that he's got a lot going on, obviously.
And he's still that positive that early in the morning.
Does that annoy you? Tell the truth here.
Yes, it does sometimes.
See? It annoys her. I understand. My Kim is very positive and up in the morning.
Yeah. Well, she is all the time.
Well, yes, but in the morning, I've been doing this a long time. I will never get used to getting up at the hour of the morning that we have to get up, especially when I go to bed as late as I do. But she's always happy and positive, and every once in a while you go, come on! And I'm glad to hear you do the same thing. Rick, come on!
Enough already.
Well, before we let you go, anything else? I know you were out there talking about child immunizations, and I know how important Ellie's Place in Ann Arbor is.
Okay, I can go ahead and talk.
Yeah. I'm trying to help.
I know, you're so sweet. Okay, I want to talk about Ellie's Place this morning. Lori Balmer, our director, is over here at my table. And we are working on a $3.5 million campaign in Ann Arbor for a permanent facility because we are currently in the church basement. And we are also looking at opening a new facility in Flint, which is very exciting. And let's see, what else shall I talk about? Shades of Pink. Oh, my goodness. Dr. Benitez is over here, and it's our 10-year anniversary for Shades of Pink, which is a organization that helps women going through breast cancer that are unable to perhaps make their mortgage payment, deal with something with the children.
You're a cancer survivor. You come at this from a very personal angle.
Absolutely. It'll be 11 years this year, and I'm happy to help out however I can. And we do the Zoo Walk for Shades of Pink. It's going to be April 25th. And that's going to be the 10-year anniversary. Let's see, Infant Safe Sleep Program. This is Safe Sleep Mom. And I testified before the House and Senate committees, and the governor signed a bill to make sure that all these new parents are aware of everything that needs to go on about your baby sleeping on their back with no bumper pads, no pillows. I mean, totally different from when I had children.
It seemingly kept changing, but they've been pretty locked on this for a while.
Yes, and to know that those deaths are 100% preventable if they follow these guidelines, it's just great.
You know, I was going to ask you for websites for people to get in on the new place in Flint, or the $3.5 million you're trying to raise, or the Shades of Pink. I can't do that. Do you have a place online that's like the First Lady's Charities or Sue's Charities? That'd be a very good thing to
I do.
You will from now on, I guess.
I will.
I think it'd be a good, so that we could go to the, I don't know, Michigan.gov or whatever we go to, and find the First Lady of the great state of Michigan.
Right.
And on the Sue Snyder page, list the charities with the links. Because I know there are people who like to support your charities, and that's an easy and better way to do it.
Fabulous. And one other thing I wanted to talk about was the Fostering Futures.
Right, I remember, yes.
Yes, well, you're coming, aren't you?
He said with his eyes wide open, I am?
You look like the governor when I say you're coming.
Well, I don't have my schedule in front of me, so I don't.
September 25th in Rochester Hills, the Fostering Futures, which is a program, well, as you well know, but I'll tell you.
Because I've been there before. But,
right, you did. And it's all about the foster care children that, once they turn 18, they just kind of dropped out of the system.
Right.
And 70% of them wanted to go to college, but 10% did. So now we have 9 universities that help with this. And we actually have a student that went through our university and now got accepted to Harvard Medical School.
Wow. How cool is that?
It's awesome.
That is awesome.
It really is.
You know what? Ann, make a note of this. Where's Ann? Ann, make a note. Next time I'm away on travel for business, like I have to travel to Frankfurt, we got a guest host. Do we think that she'd be great as a filling in for me some morning? Sue Snyder?
I'd love it.
All right.
My husband did it.
I know.
All right.
And you can do it, only in high heels and going backwards. An expression is in there somewhere. Madam First Lady, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For being with us. We appreciate it. As we continue our 2014 Women Who Lead honorary ceremony, entrepreneur, Ambassador Magazine co-founder, University of Michigan Regent, now restaurant co-owner, 220, it's still called 220 Merrill?
220 Merrill.
220 Merrill. She loves to work to make Detroit a better place to live, work, and play in the entire Detroit area. Another one of our Women Who Lead, Denise Illich. Congratulations to you, Denise.
Thank you so much, and thank you, WJR. I'm thrilled. This is such a nice honor.
Well, we're thrilled to have you here and to bestow this honor, and you have well earned it, Denise. I don't know where to start. I guess I'll start with the newest venture, because I just talked to some friends last night who were at your restaurant, said it was spectacular.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. We've been open just a month, so we're very excited about it. Every day we get better and better. And
it's a great location, and people hated to see it close, but we're thrilled to see it opened, and with what you've done. How would you describe 220 Merrill, the new 220 Merrill?
It's really like a reinterpretation, 2014, of the old 220, so... we expanded the patio. We opened the window so you can walk out to the patio. We refurbished it. It hadn't been renovated in quite a while. So it's contemporary American dining, and we want it to be a wonderful neighborhood restaurant, and I'm just overwhelmed with the positive input that we've received. It's been a labor of love.
Sylvia Rector of the Free Press said it's kind of a Birmingham, Bloomfield meets Miami. And she doesn't mean the Miami that goes to early bird dinners at 4:30.
Right.
It's the other Miami.
We tried to lighten it up, so it's a lot of whites and a lot of metallics, and you feel really lifted when you walk in.
Well, that's good. I'm looking forward to it. You were mentioned, too, in Bill Haney's new book. He's been working on it for only maybe 20 or 30 years. What They Were Thinking, Reflections on Michigan Difference Makers, and along with just a few others, he lists businesswoman Denise Illich, somebody who's made a difference.
Yes, well, I was quite honored by that. It's amazing when I don't know if it means it's getting towards the end or what, but when the whole chapter is devoted to you, you're like, oh boy, what does this mean?
Just think of it as being lucky to have it around while you can read it.
Right. But we're having a book launch at the restaurant a week next Wednesday, and it's benefiting Reading Works.
Oh, good.
Which promotes literacy. So I would encourage anyone that wants to come by. They'll be launching it with limited editions, but it's a wonderful book. Sue Marks is in it. There are a lot of wonderful Michigan difference makers that are in this book.
Excellent. Our own J.P. McCarthy is in the book as well. And congratulations to you again, Denise Illich, for being one of our 2014 Women Who Lead.
Thank you, Paul W.
It's always nice to see you. Maybe we'll see you at the football game.
That's right.
This weekend.
Go Blue.
Another lady who's around and working hard, and at the age of 23 started her first company that became so incredibly successful that she's being asked to speak before a national audience with Warren Buffett and others at an event coming up. She, as I say, started this Rush Trucking at the age of 23, which was just 3 years ago?
Just about, yes.
Yeah.
Just about 3 years.
And then that wasn't enough. Then it's Dakota Integrated Systems. And now you're the Rush Group, I think, is that true?
Rush family of companies.
The Rush family of companies. I knew it was something now. The Rush family of companies. And Andra Rush is also a 2014 Women Who Lead honoree, and you certainly have earned that honor.
Well, thank you. I'm honored just to be among the many fabulous women that I've always looked up to, especially Denise.
Isn't that nice to be here together like that?
It is really nice.
Very nice. And interestingly enough, it just happens to be a business. We spoke much earlier with one of the photographers of the Women of Vision exhibit that I would highly recommend that opens up this Sunday at Cranbrook. But Jody Cobb became a National Geographic photographer some 30-some years ago. She was the only woman photographer at National Geographic. And I would guess that you were the only, or certainly of the first women ever to go into the trucking industry the way you have.
Just a few, yes. I'm one of a few, but it was a challenge that I looked forward to taking, and probably at 23 thought I could retire at 27. So it's good to not.
Well, and you know what? You could probably retire right now, but you wouldn't.
No, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying Detroit manufacturing. That's been just doing fantastic. Getting ready for the big one, F-150, coming up. Buy one.
Now, what do you have to do with the F-150?
We're making the interior instrument panel, the cockpit, everything you see when you get inside the car.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, it is. We have over 500 people who live in Detroit and have been working with us for over 2 years now. So
and you've helped people get jobs that hadn't been working.
That's right.
If I recall from a conversation in the past.
Yeah, about a year and a half was the average unemployment of our team members, and they've been doing a great job.
What a good feeling that must be, Andra.
I get really energized by going in. I think they give me more than I give them, but it's teamwork makes the dream work.
Somebody write that down. I suspect somebody already has written that down. So our 2014 Women Who Lead honoree, Andra Rush, owner of the Rush family of companies. Congratulations to you. Here's your wonderful trophy, if you will, your award. And there's a bag over there with your name on it, too, with some wonderful goodies from Tamara Spa and other people.
Thank you, Paul W.
Congratulations to both Denise Illich and Andra Rush. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. This is a special one. It's our 4th annual WJR Women Who Lead honoree ceremony. And sitting to my right, we have our next honoree, the person who has taken on the challenges of national security, violent crime, public corruption, civil rights and financial fraud, including mortgage fraud, healthcare fraud, environmental crimes. The U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Michigan, our honoree, Barbara L. McQuaid. Congratulations to you, Madam Attorney. It is a pleasure to have you here face-to-face. We've talked about a lot of different things over the couple of years that you were put into this office, appointed by President Barack Obama. That was more than a couple of years ago.
Started on Christmas Day, 2009.
I can't believe it's been that long. It's zipped right by.
Well, the people who work in my office would say it seems longer.
I don't know. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. But whatever, you've been doing a nice job, and congratulations to you for your achievements. And I'm glad that we don't have, unless there's something you need to share, any bad news to talk about at the moment.
If we did, we wouldn't talk about it.
I guess we couldn't, could we? All right. So it's been going well since Christmas Day of 2009. How much longer do you stay in a job like this?
Well, I'd be happy to stay forever, but I was appointed by President Obama, so when he leaves in January of 2017, my term will expire.
You serve at the pleasure of the president,
yes.
and that's one of those In fact, all of them across the country are done at that point.
Yep, that's the way it goes, sadly enough.
I recall some sort of controversy about that in years gone by, and people should have just said, that's the way it always works. But it was during the Bush administration, and somebody made a rookie mistake in talking to the press, which is maybe why people don't always talk to the press, because then you can't make a mistake. I'm thinking that NFL guy, Goodell, wishes he had never talked to the press, but that's another story. You have done a tremendous job. I don't know how many female U.S. attorneys there are throughout the country, but you've been a very good one here, and we appreciate your service, and that's why you've been chosen as a woman who leads.
Well, more and more. About 25% of the current group of U.S. attorneys are women, and I think it's an idea whose time has come, and I'm honored to be the first woman here in the Eastern District of Michigan, but when other women do a good job, it blazes the trail for all of us. People like Kim Worthy, who's here today, Jennifer Granholm, Maura Corrigan, women who lead give opportunities for other women who lead. So I hope that if I do a good job, it just kind of takes that issue off the table for the women who follow.
And, well, it should. It's about time that it should. Congratulations to you. Please enjoy this wonderful award. There's also a bag over there with your name on it with some wonderful goodies. And we know how much work it takes to be a woman who leads, and we appreciate it. Wanted to give you this honor.
Well, thank you, Paul. It's very nice. I appreciate it.
Very, very nice to see you. Our Women Who Lead, Barbara McQuaid, United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Michigan. Also sitting here is Suzanne Mahyare Acton, longtime Michigan Opera Theater Assistant Music Director, Chorus Master, Director of the Children's Chorus, Conductor, and Artistic and Music Director of the Rackham Symphony Choir. Suzanne, it is a pleasure to bestow upon you this wonderful trophy and to proclaim you one of WJR's 2014 Women Who Lead.
It's such an honor. Thank you very much.
Tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you've been doing there at the Michigan Opera Theater, for example.
Well, Michigan Opera Theater, I've been there for a long time, and I do a variety of things from conducting the shows on the main stage to training all the singers that go on the stage. And we developed a children's chorus, the Michigan Opera Theater Children's Chorus, and one of our missions is for the kids to have a professional environment and to grow in that and hopefully take this on to if they want to go and pursue a professional career. But they do their own opera. The children do the leads, they do the chorus, and it's professionally produced on the Detroit Opera House stage. And so that's my Michigan Opera Theater side. And then Rackham Symphony Choir, I'm the artistic director and conductor of the group, and we do a lot of shows and concerts that have social issues. For example, coming up, you've heard of Run for the Cure and you've heard of Walk for the Cure. We're doing Sing for the Cure in conjunction with the Detroit Institute of Arts. And the children's chorus opera this year is the very last green thing, and that's all about the environment. So we're trying to keep that theme and get people involved in the arts.
Under Suzanne's leadership, in fact, as the Artistic and Music Director of Rackham Symphony Choir, they have received the 2008 Governor's Award for Arts and Culture. You've been recognized by Corp magazine as one of Michigan's 85 most powerful women. We congratulate you for your work, and will continue to watch for your work at the Michigan Opera Theater that has included too many to name, but the ones that stick out that people know right away, the Music Man, the Pirates of Penzance. You've also done opera you've done My Fair Lady, Madame Butterfly, Elsewhere.
Yes. Just recently, I did View from the Bridge, and that was in April of last year.
Very, very busy.
And I will say, coming up, I'll be conducting Frida, which is written by Robert Rodriguez. And we are doing a collaboration with the Detroit Institute of Art because the opera is about Frida Kahlo, and who was married to Diego Rivera.
Right.
So we have this collaboration going, and we'll be performing at the McCone Center for the Performing Arts, at the Detroit Institute of Arts, and Berman, and that's I'll be conducting that. So. Excellent.
And what's the website? Just MichiganOpera.com or
MichiganOpera.org.
MichiganOpera.org.
And RackhamChoir.org.
All right, very good. Suzanne Mahyare,
yes.
Sorry, Mahyare Acton, congratulations for being one of our 2014 Women Who Lead on News Talk 760 WJR.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Cindy Paskey, founder, president, CEO of Strategic Staffing Solutions. She's known officially as Cynthia J., but everybody calls her Cindy.
That's right, Paul.
Congratulations as being one of our 2014 Women Who Lead.
Thank you very much. I'm really happy to be here.
You have been a leader in business and a leader in bringing people to live in downtown Detroit. It was always talked about, and then it was always the argument of the chicken or the egg. Well, people don't want to move downtown till there are businesses downtown. Businesses won't move downtown till there are people downtown. So you, along with a few others, got together and said, let's just do something about it.
That's right, we did. And it's, the thing about our city is we have incredible CEO leadership. And we have Dan Lepp and Jerry Anderson and Roger Penske and Dan Gilbert. And when you put all of those forces together, you can drive a lot of change. And when you start driving change, then you have your foundations engaged. And then we were very fortunate to have some really great changes in our elected leadership, and now we really have all three legs of the stool.
It does look like we have all three legs of the stool. It does look like that all the things we hoped about and all the times we got kind of excited about, all of it now really does seem to be falling into place, and we get through this bankruptcy procedure, which it appears, knock on wood, that we are. It really is a good time for Detroit.
It's a good time, and it's a unique moment in time. And I think what you see with all of us is that we're very committed to making sure we don't mess it up. We've waited a long time for this, and let's get it right, and let's make that driving change that will last for generations.
Don't want to mess it up. Don't want to forget how we got into this problem over a period of generations. Don't want to commit the same errors and mistakes and not let anyone else do it either.
Exactly. And remember, we're creating something that has to last for generations, and some of the change will take more than one generation. So you have to have your short-term wins, but you have to create a foundation that will let the city survive long after we've all moved on and support the people that want to be here and are going to grow up and raise their children here. And I believe now we can do that as a team.
I think you're right. As a team, we're all in this together. And we congratulate you as being somebody who leads us in this team activity, in business, in philanthropy, and in the turnaround of this great city. Our 2014 Women Who Lead honoree, Cindy Paskey, founder, president, and CEO of Strategic Staffing Solutions, and so much more. Congratulations,
Thank
Cindy.
you very much.
Some of the movers and shakers here, and that includes, along with the people that you've met already, in terms of winners of the Women Who Lead for the 2014 honorary recipients, includes a woman who, again, it's a woman who you generally didn't find in this position, running Coney Island. Yeah. And the original Coney Island, American Coney Island in Detroit. And she has certainly made a name for herself in a very big way. A third-generation owner of American Coney Island, involved in the family business for 25 years and deeply committed to the city of Detroit because she's in the heart of the city of Detroit. Congratulations to our 2014 Women Who Lead honoree, Grace Quiros.
Thank you. Good morning. Thanks so much.
Good morning to you,
Such
Grace.
an honor. Thank you.
Well, you've earned this. You didn't walk into anything easy, and you've been running hard and working hard.
Absolutely. I mean, if you have to keep going, and especially if you enjoy what you're doing and are having fun with it, it's only going to get better.
And it is something that you do have fun with.
I do. I love it. I love the excitement. I love the craziness. I love the city of Detroit and deeply committed and love our city and do whatever we have to do. And there's so much history behind us, from my grandfather to my father to myself, and now my brother. He's my business partner, of course. We are Detroit. We've been there 97 years. There's not many people that can say that. We've seen the good, the better, bad, really bad. Things are going to get better.
And you're a barometer. You can sense it really
immediately,
well from where you are.
I've lived and seen everything that's gone on down there. Yeah.
You know, I have to say this to you, and this is not negative. And this is the mellowest I've ever seen you. The slowest.
Maybe it's early in the morning. I don't know.
The slowest I've ever heard you talk. You know,
it's true.
What have they done to my Grace?
No, I'm good. It's
usually you're, and I go, okay, slow down.
That's true.
Very relaxed.
It must be it's early. I haven't gotten downtown yet.
Yeah,
that's why.
It is early, I guess.
It's early.
Well, congratulations to you. What else is new? What's going on?
Well,
There's a lot, I know.
Yes, we just opened up a second location in Ford Field. We are now on the club level. So you can find us downstairs, We're on the first floor. We're also on the club level. You all know we're at the D Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas.
Right.
We ship out our Coney kits. Fundraising season's coming up. We offer them for all the schools.
What's that, the web site for
It's
that?
AmericanConeyIsland.com.
AmericanConeyIsland.com.
All the information is right on there.
Right.
And they're great. Schools can do them. They raise money for any organization that they want. So it's a lot of fun, and
we
make
sent
good money.
some of your dogs out to the in-laws in Las Vegas,
yes,
if I remember.
Yes, you did.
Thank you for your help on that.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
So it's easy to do, AmericanConeyIsland.com.
Yes. Just go right on there and click, and
everybody loves a taste of Detroit, and that really is an authentic taste of Detroit.
Yes, it is.
97 years.
97 years.
Yeah.
Who can say that?
Yeah, not a lot
of people. Long time on that same corner.
That's something.
You know?
Yeah, that's something. And that's one of the reasons why you are News Talk 760 WJR's 2014 in the school of the 2014 Women Who Lead. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Grace Quiros, American Coney Island. Now, this next guest came into our studio with cupcakes a number of years ago. Well, not a number of years ago, but some time ago. And we all loved her. And we didn't even know her. And it had very little to do with the cupcakes.
That's okay.
It's like when Grace came in with hot dogs. We loved her. Pam Turkin is the founder of Just Baked Cupcakes. It was 2008. I didn't realize it was
2009.
2009. I even then I didn't realize it was that long ago.
It feels like yesterday or 100 years ago.
Yeah, depending on the moment and on the day, I'm sure. You started this in the kitchen of your home. I'm afraid to ask what I'm going to ask. How many Just Baked stores do you have now?
We're just going to hit 20.
Are you kidding me?
No. We have 3 opening in Cleveland in October, and that will put us at 20.
If somebody had said to me 10 or 15, 20 years ago, yeah, there are going to be cupcake stores, I'd go, right, sure there are.
Well, good thing you were wrong. Right?
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing that I remember in our conversations before Pam Turkin, our 2014 Women Who Lead honoree, is it wasn't that you had this dying urge to bake cupcakes.
No,
it wasn't like take cupcakes to the family and they all go, oh, this is so good, you ought to sell this in the store. That wasn't it at all.
No, I saw a trend on both coasts and thought Detroit needs something cool like this. I'm going to do it. I had no baking experience.
This is a great story for people to hear. People who have ideas. The difference between you and me and the Pam Turkins of the world is she did it. She had the idea, and she took the risk and the gamble, which, of course, was great.
It was.
And here we are.
It is, and it just proves, especially in the city right now, that if you have a want and a need, you can get it done. It's kind of like the Wild West out there in the city, and there's so much help and so much support that if you have an idea, you should do it, and you should do it here. Words to live by, because she did it, and that's one of the reasons she is in our 2014 School of Women Who Lead honorees. And I got to ask this question. I know it's a tough one. Your favorite cupcake, or maybe that's too tough. You can give the answer to that if you'd like, but what is the best-selling cupcake? Well, someone asked me that this morning, so I think if you combine all our red velvets, they just took the lead. Red velvet. And my favorite is pumpkin, and it just starts in October, so I'm in trouble. Oh, you're coming up on October and pumpkin season, and there you have it at Just Baked Cupcakes. Pam Turkin, congratulations to you. Thanks for having me. We're very happy to be here at this beautiful Women Who Lead honoree ceremony at Cranbrook Institute of Science at 39221 Woodward Avenue in Bloomfield Hills, where Sunday they start a wonderful exhibition that ties in nicely with what we're doing here. It's National Geographic Women of Vision, the National Geographic photographers on assignment. And that's a book that's here. There's a wonderful display that's here. And it's all sponsored by PNC Bank across the nation. But it starts right here in Michigan at Cranbrook Institute of Science. As we continue meeting some of our class of 2014 Women Who Lead, we're happy to say hi to our Wayne County prosecutor, Kim Worthy.
Hello, how are you?
I am very fine.
Good.
I get right to the point because you're a no-nonsense person. You always have been.
Yes.
You are, and that's good. But doing what you do and doing it as well as you have done, and under some of the worst conditions anyone's ever had to do, you are a woman who leads, and that's why you've been honored in this way.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. This is quite an honor.
I would love for you to tell me things have gotten way better and you got some budget back and you were able to hire back some attorneys and...
Well, I'm hopeful for the new CEO coming in, so that was a good day. We have been working together, and I'm looking forward to sharing his vision, and he shares mine, I think, when it comes to public safety.
You know, it just occurs to me, if I recall, Madam Prosecutor, you got your undergraduate degree at University of Michigan and your law degree at Notre Dame. How was last weekend for you?
Well, I only root for Notre Dame when they're... I only root for them when they're playing... I don't root for them when they play in Michigan, so I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Well, trust me, I only went to one of those schools, and I really don't want to talk about it. But there's always this weekend.
Yeah, there's always this weekend. But I tell you, it's very depressing and distressing.
It is.
For Wolverine fans, Wolverine Nation. But it's going to be better.
We're all a little concerned. And we're picked big time to win this weekend, which makes it even more nerve-wracking if something doesn't work out. You have worked your way up to being a Wayne County prosecutor, doing a great job, Kim Worthy. I just wish you didn't have so much to do.
Well, it's busy. But, you know, I'm telling you, I think we have all the right people in place. As you know, it's a collaborative effort. And even though it sounds so trite and people say it all the time, I am really, really very hopeful for January that I think with the mayor and the new county exec and my office and others, I think we can do some really good things. It'll take some time, but I think that we can make southeastern Michigan a place that people can be proud of.
You happy with everybody that is in place now?
I think I can work with everybody that's in place.
See how good she is about that? You just tell me a realistic answer. You may or may not be happy. It's not about being happy. It's can you work with him or not? You feel you can.
I know I can. I know I can. And I've had discussions with the mayor, the presumptive new county exec, and we are like-minded when it comes, like I said, to public safety. I'm really looking forward to working with him. The police chief and I get along very well, and I think the citizenry is having more faith in the people that work in public safety.
I think we've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. I
really think so.
All these people you've mentioned, I think, have done a nice job.
I really think so. So I'm just hoping the staff that I have left holds on. And I think that we all see the proverbial light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm happy about that.
Well, we're happy about everything that you represent, and therefore you are inducted into this 2014 class of Women Who Lead, and we congratulate you again, Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy.
Thank you. I came to see you last month in your building, and you were on vacation. I was there at one of your sister stations.
One of those rare vacations that I take.
Yes. But it was great. It was great.
Thank you
so much for this honor.
Thank
really
you.
Appreciate
and
it.
You've used me in the past. I'm standing ready if you need to use me for anything in the future.
And I know you are, and I know that's genuine.
And I know that's genuine. I mean it. So
yes.
I'm around, so let me know.
Okay.
Thank you, Kim Worthy, our prosecutor.
You're one of those partners, by the way, that work with us collaboratively.
Happy to help in any little way that I can. Women Who Lead the 2014 school, including executive manager of Gordon Chevrolet, never expected to be in the car business, but loves her job and has worked hard to make a difference in the community, and boy, has she. And all of that adds up to her becoming one of our 2014 members of the Women Who Lead at this honoree ceremony, Susan Ianni. Congratulations, Susan.
Thank you so much. This is such an honor.
Tell your story again. You never expected to be in the car business, and here you are running such a successful...
My story, that's a long one. We don't have a lot of time.
Give us the short version.
Way back, 30 years ago, I needed to work. I needed to make money. I knew I was going to be a single mom, and so I thought, let me go sell cars for a few years until I can figure out what I really want to do. And so I started selling cars and, ended up at a great dealership working for Gordon Stewart, which enabled me to change the car business because it was so tough back then. So we went to, one-price selling, non-negotiation, non-commission sales staff, and here I am 30 years later. Been running Gordon Chevrolet since 1991 as a general manager and now executive manager, and it has made a difference. And one of the things that Gordon has allowed me to do is use this platform to really introduce charity work to the employees of the dealership and the community, and we do a tremendous amount of that.
You do a tremendous amount of fundraising for a variety of charities.
Yes, we do.
Including most recently with the Ice Bucket Challenge and ALS.
Oh, yeah, we did the Ice Bucket Challenge at the dealership. It was wonderful. We raised $1,350. Quite a few of the employees participated in that. We have fundraised for Make-A-Wish for many years, and we have a big event with them coming up, which I'd love to talk about if I had a minute.
Tell me about it.
We've been fundraising for Make-A-Wish for many years, and they have a big Make-A-Wish ball coming up November 8th, which we are going to be supporting, and there are tickets available for that. It's at MGM, and it's the first time they've done a Make-A-Wish ball in a few years. It's a wonderful black tie event, and there is going to be a special wish granted at that event.
Oh, boy.
So if anybody could go, they need to get a ticket. This is something you don't want to miss.
That'll be powerful.
Tickets are still available, and Make-A-Wish is very dear to me. I've fundraised for them for many years, and now I live it personally because I have a little granddaughter that has leukemia. So I now understand a little bit more about what these families go through, and we're just even more passionate about raising money for these children. I also am a trustee on the board of Catch, Sparky Anderson's Catch,
Sure.
and again, can't tell you how much we need money and funds for these charities.
Absolutely. For the Make-A-Wish ball, is there a website or?
Well, I have a phone number.
Why don't
so
you
if everybody
give that?
gets a pencil, they can call this phone number and get tickets at 734-994-8620. And truly, it's November 8th. It's a wonderful black tie event, and I think that when you go to this event and you see what's going to happen at this event, it's something you don't want to miss.
It's November 8th, the Make-A-Wish Ball, 734-994-8620. That kind of involvement is why the executive manager of Gordon Chevrolet, Susan Nyani, is one of our 2014 Women Who Lead. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. I'm so honored. Thank you very much.
Well, we're honored to have you here, and please enjoy this honor and that wonderful, did we call that a trophy? An award. It's a Baccarat Crystal Award from Ahee Jewelers. It's beautiful.
Yes, it's going to be full of flowers when I go home. Thank you.
Very, very nice. Gail Sandoval is here, Senior Manager for the Ford Global Action Team. Manages Ford Motor Company's fundraising efforts for type 1 diabetes, among other things. And she raises every year $3.5 to $4 million. That alone is why she is one of our Women Who Lead. Gail Sandoval, congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here and an honor to be among this incredible group of women.
How did you get involved in the type 1 diabetes and in the fundraising area for Ford Motor Company?
Well, Ford has been committed to this initiative for a number of years, over 15 years, and when the opportunity presented itself, it was kind of a no-brainer. It's incredible work that they're doing. I get to support employees around the globe, raising $3.5 to $4 million, like you said, close to $50 million so far. Edsel Ford is our champion, and working for him.
His son and Cynthia's son has diabetes like that, and they've been fighting hard and looking for research and putting money into it, and we can only hope and pray it works out. You had your own challenge, if I heard the story correctly, with your late husband who worked for the Lions.
I did. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Ironically, same organ. It's the pancreas causes both of those challenges. And in 2007, I started our local Pancreatic Cancer Action Network affiliate. And it's an amazing group of passionate people as well. And I'm happy to be a part of that and to lead that effort as well.
Well, you judge someone how they go through adversity, and you've gone through this adversity doing what you can to help other people. And for that, we salute you and congratulate you for being a part of the 2014 WJR Women Who Lead.
Thank you. Again, it's an honor.
It is our honor. And our final recipient of our Women Who Lead, class of 2014. And it's a pleasure and a privilege to welcome Vice President, General Counsel of ITC's Utility Operations. She's a wife, she's a mother, she's an attorney, and she believes it's possible to have a great career and raise a strong, happy family. And it's not written down, but I believe that she has received this award because she has to work side by side with Joe Welch.
I can't comment on that.
Is that possible? No, not if you want to keep your job. He can't fire me. He can't, can he? I don't think he can. But Christine Mason-Sonorol is, in fact, our final recipient, and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here, and you certainly have a class of very inspirational women today.
We do, don't we? This was a wonderful idea that Ann Thomas, our executive producer, came up with now 4 years ago. Does a great radio program, has been doing that for 4 years. And I'd like to say, before we run out of time, and if you'll join me in offering some applause, Ann Thomas is clearly a woman who leads. done a marvelous job with this program and with this idea from the beginning. And then back to you, Christine. How did you find your way to ITC, which people should know because we were there at the groundbreaking. We were there when the company was formed. This is a relatively new company that's become wildly successful.
Yes, and I was an outside counsel to ITC in early 2000s when ITC was just starting its business, and I came to the company because there's great people at that company like Joe Welch, like my immediate boss, Daniel Oginski, and we do important things. We keep the lights on. There's nothing more inspirational and driving than having a significant public impact on a daily basis.
You are the energy superhighway.
That's correct.
And you guys do a great job. And you took an asset from somebody else that was in severe need of polishing, and you polished it.
Yes, we have very high standards for our company, and we have very high standards for the people that work at the company, and all of that is comes to fruition, and you can see our great work, and I'm very proud to be a part of ITC.
Christine Mason-Sonorol, Vice President, General Counsel of ITC Utility Operations, our final recipient of the Class of 2014 Women Who Lead on News Talk 760 WJR. Thanks to Ann Thomas, our executive producer. Thanks to Kimberly, my wife, helping all the time. PNC, our sponsors, ITC, DST, Rush family of companies, Tamara Salon and Spa in Farmington Hills. For all the people that made this possible, we'll look forward to being with you for the 2015 School of Women Who Lead.